Shimano Di2 electronic shifting. How reliable is it? How much abuse can it take? And what will it take to destroy it?
In this video, we're gonna find out. Yeah! Oh my God.
No way.
I think I just speared the saddle. Okay, we snapped the handlebars. Modern electronic group sets have come a long way in the last few years. Long gone are down tube shifters, heavy front derailleurs and old fraying gear cables.
And despite the improved shifting performance and incredible reliability of electronic group sets, Luddites, who believe that mechanical group sets are more reliable and robust, still remain.
And to highlight how durable and robust they are, we're going to put this bike through its paces and through some abuse.
With the help of our, in-house crash test dummy.
You can't call him that, that's workplace harassment.
Official GCN stunt man.
Yeah, that's a bit better.
Hank the Tank.
Oh, perfect.
Our dummy stuntman is going to be riding this bike, which we've built specially for the challenge, complete with a full Ultegra Di2 group set, which we're going to try and break. We've spoken to Shimano and they're so confident in their electronic group sets that they've said, go ahead, try your hardest, try and break it. So that's exactly what we're going to do for your education purposes and in the name of science. And we've lined up a series of incredibly grueling tests, and after each one of these tests we're going to ask one simple question: will it shift?
You might be thinking that this poor bike will be ruined by the end of this video, but fear not. Although Ollie is afraid of getting his hands dirty, I'm going to spend some time in the workshop bringing this machine back to life for whatever we have in store for it next. So head over to GCN Tech and you can see me doing just that, although I think it'll need a bath first.
Test one is the not washing test. I'm going to present Hank with the bike in pristine condition, and then he has to ride it for an entire week through foul wintry conditions, and he's not allowed to wash. And the bike's not allowed to wash either.
It's arguably the easiest test, well for us anyway, but after a week of neglect, will it shift?
Will it shift? Go on then. See, go on Hank. I mean, really, just get it covered in
I'm probably going to give that a 4.
Always when doing proper tests on dirty roads and potholes, there's a good chance you're going to incur a puncture.
While Hank is out there in the mud and grime riding around, let's talk about cables. A mechanical group set often has exposed cables for shifting the derailleurs, which in poor conditions tend to get clogged up with road dirt and filth, eventually corroding. If you don't wash your bike and look after those cables, then they'll need replacing pretty frequently. With electronic group sets, there are no exposed cables to spoil the fun. Everything is neatly tucked away and sealed from the elements. We know this, but we thought we'd prove this point by getting Hank wet and muddy.
reflection, we felt that the first test we designed was too easy for Di2.
So we asked our tame stunt rider to get the bike as wet and muddy as physically possible. As an added bonus, we said leave it outside in the rain all week.
So here it is. Question remains, will it shift? Let's find out.
Oh,
Yeah! It shifts!
test 1 complete.
On to test 2. Can it survive being buried alive? Let's find out.
Yeah, come on in.
We've got a digger and everything. I'll bring the bike.
Oh. Yeah, a little bit wider.
You got a spade?
Get your hands in there!
No! Yeah! Yeah! I think Ollie's better off sticking to being a doctor.
We've got a digger, but we haven't got a spade, so I'm just going to finish it with my hands. In reality, most people are never going to do this to their Di2, but who cares? Let's see if it can survive.
Release the bike! Oh.
Whoa, I'm in
missed.
the hole!
You missed. Get in the hole! Is the GoPro still in there? Did you get the GoPro out?
No, we're never getting that again.
That's the last we've ever seen of that. How long are we going to leave this?
Overnight.
Overnight?
We've got to work out how to actually get it out.
Yeah, I don't know. How are we going to get it out?
I don't even know.
Oh, I have no idea. Is the...
I wasn't able to find a spade, but we're going to dig up the bike now, and well, I did find this. I'll use that.
What the hell are you going to do with that? Spear it? Oh, somebody just liked my photo in the GCN app.
Oh, cool story, bro.
Is this going to take long?
Oh, God.
That's got to be the shifter. Oh, that's the shifter! Careful, careful!
Found.
What have we unearthed? Is it still in one piece?
Yeah?
Is it? You sure? Right, get out of the bloody way, that's not working. Out, come on. Out, I got rope. This, you're wasting your time with that.
Yeah, but I'm worried if you tie a rope to it and pull it out, I'm worried it'll just rip the bike to bits. There's a lot of earth on it, a lot of rocks.
It's a very strong bike. Wait.
You got to tie it, don't tie it to the shifter, because that will rip off.
No,
Get it to the
I'm
bars.
looping it around the bars, wait.
Go on then, dig the bars out then.
Oh, God.
What kind of knot are you using?
A big one. Ah! Wait! Okay, we snapped the handlebars.
Yeah, okay. We tried to like get it out with the digger. That hasn't worked, so now we're just gonna have to dig it out by hand. It might take a while. Question remains, when we get it out, will it shift?
I can see Di2 cables. They look good. Oh, I don't know what that was.
That's the last.
I think that's a
I
bit.
think I just speared the saddle.
There's something there. What's that?
Oh, it's the frame.
Yeah.
This was not what I envisaged when we talked about this.
Oh yeah, the cranberries.
I'm all about vitamin C.
Yep, that's all right. Stop, stop, stop.
Are you trained in the art of knot tying? I'm actually a black belt in origami.
Bang her up.
Okay, we've got the bike out finally, so let's untie it and see what we've got and what we can do to see, will it shift? Obviously, you can see the handlebars have broken, unfortunately, from our first attempt, but crucially, it looks like the Di2 cabling is still intact, so we can assess that in a minute. The chain is obviously off, but it doesn't look in too bad of a shape. All we need to do really is clear all this excessive mud off. Coming from the back, the rear derailleur, surprisingly, still looks like it's in line. The spring tension is still working, the cables will look okay. So let's clean the mud off, get the chain back on, and just see if it'll shift. Oh my God, it shifts.
No way.
Are you ready?
Wait, hang on.
Come on over.
Right, we've connected the cable. Will it what? Oh my, what?
It shifts! Oh my God!
That's amazing.
All of that, I tell you, do you know what we had to do? The thankless task of just plugging in the cable nice and easily into the left-hand shifter. Everything works as normal with the group set. I mean, the wheels have seen better days,
Right.
but that's amazing.
Fine. Next challenge. Survived it. Come on.
Although burying a bike alive isn't necessarily a normal procedure, we did learn something interesting. When I got overexcited and broke the handlebars, the cable for the Di2 shifter simply unplugged itself. If this was a mechanical group set, it is highly likely that the cable would have snapped, rendering shifting impossible. Next test, can Di2 survive sub-zero temperatures?
We've managed to find an industrial freezer, and we're going to, well, leave the bike in overnight and see if it still shifts afterwards. I think we'll pop it next to the pheasants. Oh, it's meat hooks. That'll be useful. Proper job. Right. I think means there's a good chance the battery could drain because of those low temperatures, but we are allowed to charge it, see if it shifts afterwards, if it doesn't shift at first, so that's within our rules. Right.
We're back to collect our bike out of the freezer, and first off I want to point out that Shimano's Di2 system is designed to operate between -10 and 50 degrees Celsius.
And, well, we don't often go beyond those extremities in the UK, but we do get plenty of messages from well, viewers in places like Canada and the Arctic who tell us that we don't know we're born, and they do regularly see sub-zero temperatures. Will it survive? I mean, this freezer's about -15, so I mean, it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I think the battery might have drained, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It might have even just completely frozen up and be ruined anyway.
Let's see what we got. Oh, it's cold in there. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh. Get it out.
Frosty?
Yeah. Oh God, it's covered in ice. Ooh. Should we get it out?
Yeah.
It's the daylight. Quick. Bike's out of the freezer. Big question, will it shift? Place your bets now, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm confident in it.
Right.
Oh my God, it's shifting!
It's shifting!
Try the front neck.
It's shifting to the back! Yeah.
Oh my God.
No problem at all, look at it go!
24 hours in a freezer, still works.
That's amazing. It's defrosted pretty quick as well. Like, you can see it's all liquid now, but... Oh man, that's amazing.
Right, should we get this bike fixed up, get it back to Hank?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's see if he can ride it still.
I've got a multi-tool, will that do?
Yeah, that'd be great. So another interesting detail, I've just checked the battery level by holding down the shifter, and the green flashing LED indicates that it's still got sort of over 50%. So it's not anywhere, it's less than 70%, but it's over 50%.
Don't even need to charge it up for it.
Amazing.
So far, the Di2 system has shrugged off the challenges that we've thrown at it, But I have got to point out now, the bike does need a little bit of attention, but not in the sense of the Di2 system, but in the bike itself. Like you can see, we obviously have broken the handlebars and the rear wheel is somewhat buckled. So to fix it up so we can give it back to Hank for more abuse, I'm gonna have to put some new handlebars on, try and straighten the back wheel out and just give the bike a little bit of care and attention. But I do want to stress, this is sort of self-inflicted and you know, it's because of our own fault basically. Okay, we snapped the handlebars. We're very excited when we're burying it and trying to undig it, and we effectively caused our own problems. So I'm just going to go and remedy those now and get it back to Hank in no time at all. Well, that's as good as it's getting.
Alex has fixed up the bike and made it rideable again. The most incredible thing right now is that we've checked the gears. The full range of gears on the cassette is working. It's not skipping, it's not jumping, it's not missing any. I can't believe it.
Yeah, genuinely, I haven't done anything with the gears other than one thing I have done, which was, didn't even require any tools. I've just had to plug in this little Di2 cable into the shifter because where we snapped the handlebars, it just come unplugged. So simply plug it back in, and it's working just how it was intended to.
So it survived a week of not being cleaned in wintry conditions. It survived riding through a river.
A quarry?
Yeah. It survived all that mud, it survived being buried alive, and it survived being frozen at sub-zero temperatures beyond its operating temperature, and it still shifts.
I guess, should we give it back to Hank?
Let's give it back to Hank.
Where are you? Come on. Let's give it back to him for another week of abuse. Do your best with it. What on earth are we going to do next to try and defeat this bike?
Got an idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. This is getting ridiculous. So it's time to up the ante, raise the stakes and see if we finally can destroy Di2. So we're going to see if it can survive a 10-metre drop into the freezing cold ocean and be completely submerged in salt water.
Forget the Di2, I'm a little bit more concerned if Hank's going to survive this.
Don't worry about that.
Well, I am worried because I've just spoken to the harbour master and he has informed me that the sea is the coldest it's been all year.
Ah, that'll be all right.
Yeah.
Plus the gears are working perfectly still, so you'll have no problem getting up plenty of speed. Right, Hank, go up. There you go.
He's taking that seriously, isn't he?
Mate, it's a pretty big drop, to be fair.
Rather him than me. While Hank's over there getting prepared, for those of you that are unfamiliar with what salt water does to metal, well, take a look at this old railing.
Yeah, there aren't many mechanical or electronic objects that wouldn't suffer irreparable damage if they were completely submerged in it. Oh, here comes Hank.
Oh my God! How are we going to get the bike back?
I hadn't thought of that.
Oh God, absolutely weighs a ton. Half the sea is still leaking out of it. Look at the wheels.
Amazing. Right, well, the big question straight out the sea, will it shift?
Go on then, you shift, I'll pedal. Oh my God. Try the front neck. Oh!
It shifts! Keep going. Right, go through all the gears.
Yeah, try out.
That wheel is so buckled.
Perfect.
The gears are
Perfect.
shifting amazing.
Good as the
That
day
is
came out of the
incredible.
box. God.
Wow. Amazing.
Thumbs up.
I mean, I'm kind of lost for words. I think it's just an incredible testament to the design and engineering of Di2 that it's stood up and survived everything that we've thrown at it.
I hope you really enjoyed this video, and if you have, give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. We've highlighted that Di2 can survive, but what about Hank? Is he all right?
Yeah, where is he?